The journey to Herculean calves begins not in the gym, but in understanding the unique anatomy and function of the muscles that make up your lower leg. Your calves are a complex system, far more intricate than just the gastrocnemius. The gastrocnemius, the large, visible muscle with two heads, is the show pony. It's the one we all focus on, the one that gives the calf its diamond shape. But its primary function is explosive power, especially when your knee is straight. Think of a standing calf raise. That's the gastrocnemius in action. Now, here's the twist most people miss: the soleus. This is the real workhorse. The soleus lies underneath the gastrocnemius, and its primary function is endurance and sustained force, especially when your knee is bent. Think of a seated calf raise. That's targeting the soleus. So, if you're only doing standing calf raises, you're only working half the equation. You're building the show, but neglecting the go, and you're leaving a massive amount of growth potential on the table. The soleus, when developed, pushes the gastrocnemius outward, creating that fullness and width that so many people crave. It's the secret ingredient to a truly massive calf. Another fundamental error is the relentless pursuit of high reps. We've been told for decades that calves are a high representative muscle group because they're constantly in use. This is a half-truth that has led to subpar results for countless lifters. While it's true that the soleus is highly recruited during low-intensity, high-representative activities, the gastrocnemius responds best to mechanical tension and progressive overload, just like any other muscle. This is the same principle you use to build your chest or back. You wouldn't do 50 push-ups to build a massive chest, so why would you do 50 calf raises to build massive calves? The solution is a balanced approach. We need to apply heavy loads to trigger the fast-twitch muscle fibers in the gastrocnemius and create the micro-tears necessary for hypertrophy. This means incorporating heavy standing calf raises with a weight you can only lift for 6-10 reps. But here's the mind-bending payoff. We'll also be focusing on the soleus with high-rep, high-tension work. This dual approach is the key. You're not just lifting weights, you're speaking the unique language of each muscle, telling it exactly how to grow. The next major pitfall is exercise selection and execution. Most people bounce through their calf raises, using momentum to lift the weight. This is a colossal mistake. Momentum is the enemy of tension. To truly stimulate growth, every repetition must be controlled, deliberate, and excruciatingly slow. Think of it in 3 phases: the eccentric, lowering phase, the isometric, peak contraction phase, and the concentric, lifting phase. The eccentric phase is where a tremendous amount of muscle damage occurs, which is a powerful stimulus for growth. You should be lowering the weight for a full 3-4 seconds. When you reach the bottom, don't just bounce back up. Pause. Feel the deep stretch. This full range of motion is crucial for activating all the muscle fibers. Then, on the concentric phase, drive up with a controlled but powerful contraction, holding the peak contraction for 1-2 seconds at the very top. Squeeze the muscle as hard as you can, as if you're trying to touch the ceiling with your heels. This is the difference between simply moving a weight and building a muscle. This controlled, deliberate execution is the secret sauce. It forces your muscles to do the work, not momentum. Now, let's talk about frequency. The old school approach was to train calves once or twice a week, just like every other body part. But again, this ignores the unique physiology of the lower leg. Your calves are used to constant, low-level stimulation. They're built for endurance. To shock them into growth, you need to provide a new, more frequent stimulus. The twist here is to train your calves multiple times a week, but with a different focus each time. You could do a heavy, low-representative day for the gastrocnemius on a Monday. Then, on a Wednesday, you could hit them with high-rep, slow-tempo work for the soleus. And maybe on a Friday, you finish with a higher volume, moderate weight day. This varied, frequent stimulus prevents them from adapting and forces them to grow. It's like a constant barrage of different signals, all compelling your calves to get bigger and stronger. The payoff is that your calves will be constantly stimulated, never getting a chance to fall into a comfortable routine. Finally, we need to address the most overlooked element of calf development, the mind-muscle connection. You have to learn to feel the muscle working. If you're just going through the motions, you're not getting the most out of your training. On every single rep, you must focus all your attention on the muscle you are trying to activate. Imagine the gastrocnemius contracting and expanding. Visualize the soleus pushing outward. This is not some spiritual mumbo-jumbo, it's a proven neurological technique to improve muscle recruitment. The more you can feel the muscle, the more effectively you can train it, and the faster it will grow. This is the ultimate twist. The biggest gains aren't made with your feet, but with your mind. If you've been struggling to grow your calves, it's time to stop doing what you've always done. It's time to embrace the science and revolutionize your training. Apply these principles: the heavy work for the gastrocnemius, the endurance work for the soleus, the slow, controlled reps, the full range of motion, and the frequent, varied training, and watch your calves respond in ways you never thought possible. Are you ready to stop making excuses and start building the calves you've always dreamed of? If you're serious about transforming your lower legs, smash that like button and subscribe for more game-changing content. Leave a comment below and let us know which of these tips you're most excited to try. Let's grow together. The journey to building huge calves isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. It's a testament to your patience, your consistency, and your willingness to challenge everything you thought you knew. So go forth, train smart, and prove that big calves are not just a gift of genetics, but a reward for those who dare to defy the norms.